What's up, everybody? It's me, FRW owner, president, everything backstage, Mikey from the front row, here to announce the brackets, the official brackets for this year's F1 Climax. Which matches are happening in what order? And we already know. We got Tetsuya Naito. We got Andrade El Idolo. We got Seth freaking Rollins. We got Zack Sabre Jr. We got Smiley, Will Ospreay, Kota Ibushi, Jordan Oliver, Kenny Omega, John Cena, Ken Shamrock, Kurt Angle, Kazuchika Okada, Finn Balor, Rob Van Dam, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Bryan Danielson, Kenta Kobashi, Darby Allin, Minoru Suzuki, AJ Styles, and Owen Hart. Ladies and gentlemen, these 24 men are all competing in a giant single elimination tournament. 3 brackets to determine who will go to the triple threat finals on the F1 Climax Night 2 main event for a triple threat match to determine who will walk out of this weekend as the new or retaining Front Row Wrestling World's Heavyweight Champion. And like I said, I just wrote down the brackets. I just came up with them. So let's go over them now. Bracket 1, the high flying / match of the year maker. Now, this is the high flying tournament, ladies and gentlemen, because as you can see, we got to open things up. We got Tetsuya Naito versus Andrade El Idolo. The second match of the F1 Climax in bracket 1 will be AJ Styles versus Owen Hart. Then the third match will be Smiley being led to the ring by Mr. Dario Cueto. The newest Church of Cueto member, Smiley, takes on the United Empire leader, Will Ospreay. And then in our final match of bracket number 1, it will be round 2 from the 2022 M2 Climax. Kota Ibushi versus Jordan Oliver. Round 2. No time limits this time. 1 fall to 8 finish. Ibushi Oliver. Round 2. Alright, folks, hopefully you had yourself a little pause in between to actually read the bracket for bracket number 1. Maybe make your predictions on who would make it to the finals of those 8 people, be it Tetsuya Naito, be it Andrade El Idolo, be it Styles, be it Hart, be it Smiley, be it Ospreay, be it Ibushi, or be it Jordan Oliver. But now we move on to bracket number 2 after a bonus match, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to make the RWF World Cup. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Su Yun will defend her RWF World Cup after bracket number 1 this Thursday at the F1 Climax Night 1. But immediately following that World Cup Championship match, ladies and gentlemen, it will be bracket number 2, the match of the year maker, because ladies and gentlemen, kicking things off is the whole fucking show, being led to the ring by the man who calls it right down the middle, Bill Alfonso, Rob Van Dam, in the battle of the Frog Splash, the 5-star Frog Splash versus the high fly flow of Hiroshi Tanahashi, the once-in-a-century talent, the ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Rob Van Dam versus Hiroshi Tanahashi kicked things off in F1 Climax 2022, bracket number 2. Following that, it'll be Seth freaking Rollins, the Drip God, versus Zack Sabre Jr. And you know Zack Sabre Jr. has probably been trying to get that octopus hold on to Seth freaking Rollins, and Seth has been able to escape it every time. Will he be able to slap it on in this matchup coming up this Thursday? Only time will tell. Immediately following that, we got Kazuchika Okada versus the Prince, Finn Balor. It is the Rainmaker versus the Prince. And then in our final match of bracket number 2, the first match that was confirmed for the F1 Climax, ladies and gentlemen, John Cena, looking to become 17 times a world's champion by winning this tournament, by winning the F1 Climax, by winning the Front Row Wrestling Heavyweight Championship of the world. But first, he's got to go through the Best Bout Machine, the cleaner. Mwah, goodbye and good night, Bane, Mr. Kenny Omega. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, that is F1 Climax bracket number 2. Alright, hopefully you paused and made your predictions on who's going to win bracket number 2. As now, we move on. Immediately following an RWF World's Championship matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, all 3 of these matches will be determined by the spin of the wheel. It's FRW Flatline rules, ladies and gentlemen. Because, oh yeah, I said all 3. Because immediately following bracket number 2, we will get an RWF World's Championship match and an FRW Flatline Championship match. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And all 3 of those championship matches will be determined by the spin of the wheel. But we'll get to that in another video. It's about the brackets right now. So yeah, to kick things off in bracket number 3, which I'm going to dub the Strawn style bracket because we all know what's left. Ladies and gentlemen, to kick things off in bracket number 3, it is Darby Allin versus Minoru Suzuki. And then immediately following that, we got ourselves the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, taking on the Burning Hammer himself, Orange Crush, Kenta Kobashi, ladies and gentlemen. And immediately following that, it is Katsuyori Shibata, the wrestler, versus the Ring General, Walter. And then, in our main event for night 1 of tournament action, that's actually a lie because, of course, we got to get through the rest of the bracket. But of our main event of round 1 of tournament action for the F1 Climax, it'll be for the FRW World's Championship. That's right, the championship will be on the line in every single round of action, with the official champion going on to the finals and then defending their championship in that match. But nonetheless, whatever. It's going to be Kurt Angle challenging the new FRW World's Champion who won it at Shootout back in May over Kenny Omega, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. Those are your 3 brackets. The high flying, the match of the year, the Strawn style. It's all this Thursday on the Front Row Central YouTube channel. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you paused on the 3rd bracket picture to make your predictions in the comments down below. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have in store, what you guys think is going to be the match of the night, what you guys think, who you guys think is going to win. Those are your 3 brackets for this year's F1 Climax. My name is Mikey from the Front Row, and I cannot wait for this Thursday. And of course, this Saturday. Just a quick overview of the card for this Saturday on night 2. We got the 3-count cowgirl, Dixie Clements, defending her FRW Women's Championship against Toni Storm. And then in the FRW One-Step Division Championship match, we got the Price City OG, Alec Price, defending against the lit superstar Sebastian Cage. And then we got DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, defending their FRW Tag Team Championships against the Switchblade Conspiracy, Jon Moxley and Sami Callihan. Then in the FRW Morte Division championship match. It will be the living legend Terry Funk versus the winner of Deathapalooza 3.5 tournament and the man who beat Nick fucking Gage, Daisuke Sakimoto. And of course, right before the F1 Climax Finals triple threat match, we will have a non-tournament 8-man tag team matchup between any 8 people that did not make it to the finals of these 3 brackets. That's all going to be in my decision to make. So yeah, like I said, I'm ripping off Battle Los Angeles with this thing. I might as well do the 8-man tag team tournament. And then, of course, the main event of night 2 of the F1 Climax 2022, the triple threat match for the FRW World Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, it could be Naito versus Okada versus Walter. It could be AJ Styles versus Seth freaking Rollins versus Kenta Kobashi. It could be Smiley versus John Cena versus Minoru Suzuki. Hell, I think in a perfect world for a lot of wrestling fans, it could be Kenny Omega versus Kota Ibushi versus Bryan Danielson. Any one of these possibilities could happen, and it's all happening this Thursday and this Saturday on the Front Row Central YouTube channel at the F1 Climax 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the hottest tournament of the the hottest single elimination tournament of the summer. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mikey from the Front Row. We will see you on Thursday and Saturday.